Alright, welcome to another Fire and Dust. This is a night of live poetry brought to you every month by Here Comes Everyone magazine and Coventry publisher Silhouette Press. It's great to see so many people in the room. Cheers everyone for being here. It's like those faces that I recognise, but it's also a lot of new people. That's really exciting. My name's Rafe, I'm editor of SKYE magazine, and I'll be the host for the night. The vibe we aim for here at Fire and Dust and share their writing. Same respect to anyone who steps up to the mic. Okay, let's get started with some Fire and Dust poets. Please give a big hand and welcome up to the mic, Emma Mitchell.
Where had you gone when the social workers were knocking my door and I had bare concrete for floors? And you've got no shame. You diss my kid by not even respecting his name. You think you can call him son. You think that you have won some kind of fight that don't exist. You still think my words you can twist. You think they don't see through your lies.
That made the parts. Our 2B pencils joined screws and chains and levers, turned rods and cogs that birthed tractors. Tractors as red and British as postboxes, or as grey as the smoke from our pipes.
TE20. The sea arch data attack. Perhaps a landscape with distant mountains, or the golden glow of a pastoral landscape. Those recently bruised in love are advised to avoid lovers in a landscape and the flavour of tears. Visitors disturbed by violence should not seek out.
Chance it on love, pick every petal and not realise you crushed a flower. Salty and sour, however many devoured hours, tangfastics and more flowers. Selfless showers temper the bitterness of inevitable hours and cradle every inner child that cowers. A candlelight vigil for the pain of an individual, life residual, subidial, remedial, palpably deliverable and most inconsiderable.
Why? I don't think they see me. I don't think they know. For I am a flower, and I will always grow. They think that they see and know who I am, but I cannot be learned like the content of an exam. For I am changing day by day. I could be one person in September and another by May. They think they know me, but deep down they don't. So please don't try to figure me out,
on her forbidden adventure,
won't.
leaving behind the disparage. Then slowed down the enchanted vehicle in a motion rather velvety. With every passing moment, acquitting myself of uncommitted felony. The train had stopped.
Artisanal, bespoke, rotten. With every bite from your cadaveric hand, I became more sure that you had come to save me. You shifted the furniture. You made a maze out of my truck.
The keep calm of 1940 and all the grey blockwork that followed. She considers extinction, collapse into the soft death of her dust, reasoning that if we even exist, we are both hated and hater, troll, artist, thief, leaver, remainer.
Okay.
To rise is to unite.
Like a lost
What is there
voice
to
into
unite
the oven
behind?
of my body, and
A
couldn't
child
find
kneels
the
and
fly.
draws in her dust.
I left the room hysterical, machete through the wide-eyed wobbling hopefuls, waving my anguish like a wet tea towel. But couldn't let them scrape you out and bin you like my other failures. Not yet. Wanted to hold you inside just a little longer. Keep cooking. And then my mother-in-law got ill. Death's door. And so I took you over the ocean, a home from home, become a tomb, and tried to keep her alive.
Flicked through mismatched sleeves and scrapped in boxes to retrieve the plastic middles. Smirking with our finds, like vinyl gold to us, we exchanged our 30p's for these sonic pleasures, oblivious to the cashier's glad to get rid of them expression. Later, misty-eyed with our discoveries, we scrutinised the songwriting credits, the scratches large as human imperfections and flip sides that pleaded further investigations. Sometimes we'd have to refit the centres before reacquainting the discs with their needle mothers. Then we'd watch as the turntable rotated with swelling anticipation. A-sides that we'd heard for months before succumbed to our juvenile disregard in favour of the uncharted reverse. Those oral treats or throwaways waiting to be revealed.
Is that it doesn't
The turkeys were trampled.
It doesn't turn your nose up up at you because you're a little bit ugly, because you walk a bit funny, because you used to have a stammer, because you're mean to your mama, because you'll piss yourself in front of a stranger when you're high on some substance at the end of a bender. The thing about addiction is even though you know that it's bad for you, addiction tells you to take one more hit and then gives you the light to load it up. The thing about addiction is I know that it's the devil on my shoulder, but I leave it be because at least the emptiness will have a name. I'll have someone to blame when the darkness consumes me. But hey, what's the big deal? You're only 23, you've got your degree, you've got a place in Leicester and a job in hydraulic modelling, you're not one of those on the streets begging for 50p, you're not off work sick and claiming money for some perceived disability, you're not playing the victim of society, you're not in some scheme for recovery,
Just
and
like
hey, it's almost free, I haven't got
free.
my hands wrapped.
And your arms couldn't hold me as tight. I was bullied for a long time, but the words, although loud, still made me lonely. And I'm still so lonely. The love you've given to me, no one can compare or replace.
Yarning in, digging out stitch after stitch, and soon a pattern appears. Wool in, words out, wool in, memories out, even those long since forgotten.
Into a tapestry and not leave wounds when you tear it down, but tear it down. Tear it down and drop that red velvet curtain on this tearjerker that we call teenage romance. Cut that string. Walk away. Darling, you're a lightning storm made flesh and bone. Your blood is gold and mercury. You belong to the night sky. To scientists trying to figure you out.
Material things that give me clout. Smug feelings at the store checkout. Just spread the bloody payments out. I want to look like they all do. If they've got one, I want one too. I want the best, I want the new, and I want to show my stuff to you. I want to have, I want to own, I want some finance or a loan, I want it all, I want it known, and I want that written on my headstone. I want improvement and upsizing. I want to be monopolising. I want exclusive merchandising. I want a job in advertising. I want a coin in every slot. I want the stuff that they've all got. I want to buy the bloody lot. I just need help from Camelot. I give them all I can afford, then I win millions as reward. I want the biggest win on record. I've seen their adverts, get on board. I want to spend my millions soon. I want to be the big tycoon. I want my own signature tune. I want it all. I want the moon.
There's a struggle between names and name for
I
life
wish
start.
for meaning more than this. I wish I had strength to resist. I wish they didn't take the piss and put me on the credit blacklist.
Birds to newcomers in the port, riding the tidal heave. Words of love and fight, of song and celebration. Musical words of resistance and pride, and wove the story, gave it the power to imprison or set free the human heart. We watched them fight, year after bloody year, for fields, for fun, for treasure, make work for the hardy, for the hearty, to kick ball, throw arrow or spear, make us fly even higher up, above the smoke of burning, the melodies of drinking and market haggle, and the horn blast of industry with the great iron cranes, ship weaving.